Today is a pretty big day for the channel. My very first PSA submission is finally back. 25 sports cards went out, and every single one of them was a gamble. Some of these I thought were easy PSA 10s, some I was nervous about the second I mailed them, and now we get to find out which cards gemmed, which ones didn't, and whether the submission was actually worth it. I already know the grades, but today we are revealing them one by one and seeing if my expectations matched reality. Let's get into it. All right, we have our bulk value submission that was turned in at a local show on February 1st and returned to me a full month before it was expected to. I'm going to start out with the first 5 cards being those that belong to my boys, and then we'll do my lot. All right. So this first card, the Drake May Fireworks. I thought this one looked completely immaculate, and so let's see how we did. PSA 10. Next card was a redemption for a Bowman Chrome Mega Box for James Wood. It is an auto. It is numbered to 75. This one I was a little iffy about. Very borderline centering. Thought it could go either way. Oops. Ended up with a 9. Beautiful card. Just a little bit too right heavy. Now for my youngest son's submission. On a kid's night out break at our local card shop, he hit this George Pickens rookie ticket numbered to 14. Looked clean all the way around. It's always risky when you have these multiple edges, or serrated edges, I should say. This one hit a 10. Absolutely gorgeous card. His next card, Ace Bailey Paradox Case Hit from 2025 Topps Chrome NBA. He hit this out of a mega box on Christmas. This one came back a 10 as well. This next card, he hit from the very same box. Looked absolutely disgustingly filthy as far as perfect. And this card is the X-Fractor. And we sent this in before the blue X-Fractor exchange. But I was almost certain this would get a 10. And it did. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so those are the cards that belong to my kids. Let's get into mine. This first Drake May card looked impeccable to me, but we'll see how we did.
Oops.
Hit a 6 on this one. Now, I thought it looked great, but I went back and looked at this a little bit more closely, and you can kind of see there is this large crease right here on the back of the card, extending the entire length of the card. Somehow I missed that. Don't know how, but either way, lessons learned on this one. This next Drake May was a Prism. I believe it was my Orange Disco. Also looked pretty good. Thought it would be a 10.
Oops.
But got an 8. And I think mainly, now that I look at it, it's because it's a little bit more off-center than I initially appreciated. All right. And another Drake May card. This is an Optic rated rookie base card. 9.
Oops.
Not entirely sure what they saw on this one, but either way, I went 0 for 3 on my Drake May cards. All right. This next card, Steph Curry color match, numbered to 150. It is a Ray Wave refractor. Bought this off of eBay. Looked absolutely impeccable to me. Perfect centering. Thought it would gem.
Oops.
It did not. Got a 9 on it. There are 0 PSA 10s on the census currently. Not entirely sure what the rating issue is with this card. But either way, very nice looking card with that color match. Next, we have a Shedeur Sanders auto for Phoenix, number 299. Also one that I thought would gem.
Oops.
But it came back a 9. Beautiful Pandora pattern. I think it's just a little bit more off-center than I initially appreciated. Either way, very cool card. All right, next we have James Wood, rookie refractor for Topps Chrome. This one looked pretty good, although I will say that initially I was trying to figure out how this left edge works for the centering.
Oops.
This one came back at a 9. And so, yeah, when I look at it a little bit more closely, I think it's probably a little bit more right heavy, or there might just be something on the surface I didn't appreciate. Either way, pretty cool looking card. All right. This next card is also a James Wood rookie card. This one is a number to 75. It is true yellow. And it came back a 10. Beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful card. Next, we have Caleb Williams. This is a checkerboard pattern for Prism. I hit this on a Christmas Eve break on Whatnot. This is a massive card as a 10. I thought it looked impeccable. Let's see how we did.
Oops.
9. Now, honestly, when you look at the PSA census, there are not a whole lot of 10s on there. So I think it probably has to do with some mild whitening on these black edges, and also to a certain degree, very borderline centering, just a little bit more right heavy than I appreciated initially. Either way, awesome card. Happy to have it in my collection. All right, now we have a little bit of a Cooper flag lot. First card will be a base flagship. This is a paper card.
Oops.
This one was a 9. I did send 2 of these. Let's see how we fared on the second one. This one gemmed. 10. Cooper Flag, our rookie of the year. All right, next is my Cooper Flag extractor from the Topps Chrome Mega Boxes. If you watched my online rips, you can see how many videos I devoted to pulling this card. Also looked pretty impeccable. Hoping that this ultimately was a 10 as well. Otherwise, I was going to owe my son whichever 10 we got. But thankfully, we both got 10s, so we both get to keep our extractors. All right, this next card is a Colston Loveland Color Blast. I hit this on an online break as well. These cards are notoriously a little bit thicker than your average Chrome card, and it's also a little bit more prone to chipping in the color areas. So let's see how we did. This one came back a 9. Awesome card still. Looking forward to his market continuing to grow. All right, next, probably the top 2025 NFL chase in Jackson Dart. This is the kaleidoscopic case hit from Mosaic. Bought this online. It looked absolutely perfect online, and thankfully it did in person as well. Thought this would gem. Bang. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. We'll probably unload this at some point, although I would love to keep it as well. All right. Next, Paradox case hit, Steph Curry. This is my guy. I am a Warriors fan, so this is one looked perfect to me. Was hoping for a 10. Bang, happy. This one stays with me. Such a cool looking card. All right. Now the next few cards are fairly massive cards and probably my favorite cards out of this entire submission. This first one is the Keegan Hall art card for Shohei Ohtani. These are not photographs, but these are actual hand-drawn pictures of players, and each player has a set of multiple cards with varying degrees of background. And this background is a little bit more busy than some of the other ones. There are only 2 PSA 10s on the census from what I saw, and a lot of 9s and a lot more 8s. So let's see where we added our grade onto.
Oops.
9. Regardless, I love this card. This is one of the coolest case hits I've pulled. This is one of the coolest Otani cards I've ever pulled. Maybe a little bit of some corner whitening right here. Not sure if you can make that out. I think that might be the biggest issue, but either way, happy to have this card in my collection. Next, Helix for Nick Kurtz out of Topps Chrome Update. You've been watching my videos. You saw where I pulled this. I was very nervous to send this one in. Let's see how we did. 10. Absolutely massive card. I love this card. This is like probably one of my favorite hits of the end of last year. It's just such a cool looking card. And now our big boys. Tyler Show Downtown. This is from Donruss. My local card shop had this card available. Looked at it, looked absolutely perfect. Decided to take the chance. Glad I did. Absolutely filthy. Saquon Barkley Downtown. Pulled this from a random blaster. 10. So just absolutely love these cards. This next card was my very first Downtown ever pulled. And if I couldn't pull a Jackson Dart, this is probably the one I wanted to pull. And let's see how this Patrick Mahomes did. I was a little bit nervous about the centering. Let's see if PSA agreed with me or if they thought it looked better. 10. Absolutely massive. Absolutely love this card. Another card where there's a lot of upside in moving it, but at the same time, I absolutely love it. And it's a little bit sentimental being that it's the first Downtown I ever pulled. All right, and this last card, bought this off of eBay. Was extremely nervous to grade this. It's a little bit high risk, high reward here. This is Cooper Flag. This is the Topps Chrome Refractor. The current PSA gem rate for this is in the 20s for the overall set, and also I think for this particular card, fairly low. These are riddled with all sorts of issues. So let's see where we fare. Bam. Absolutely just massive that this gemmed. This is just such an awesome card. Happy to have this in my collection. Only thing that would be better would be a refractor auto, but you know what? This is just cool. I'm very happy that I took this chance on this, and I'll be on the lookout for more. So that's all 25 cards. Let's get into the diagnosis and see how we did. So that was my very first PSA submission, and honestly, I learned a lot from this one. Some cards graded exactly how I expected. Some completely surprised me. And a few of these definitely hurt a little more than I want to admit. But overall, I think this is a part of what makes grading fun. Trying to evaluate cards yourself, taking the gamble, and seeing if PSA agrees with you. Now the real question is, was this submission actually worth it? I want to know what you think. Which grade surprised you the most, and which card should I send in next? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and join me for the next diagnosis.